My name's Molly Cordray. I go to Gettysburg College. I'm a psychology major with a studio art minor. Academically, right now I'm really interested in social psychology, just that topic in general, also child and development psychology, which I'm hoping to apply later to in education studies, that kind of thing. And then in terms of art, with my art minor, I'm really interested in painting and drawing, less so with sculpture, but also printmaking and stuff like that. Outside of the classroom, I really love rock climbing. That's like my main thing that I do. I love bouldering. It's like my favorite thing to do in my free time. I like beading a lot, like just jewelry making. So I got that this semester from one of my friends here actually. She took me out to Syntagma, to the bead stores, to Diva and Ginny, that kind of thing. And I bought, some string and some beads, and now I've been making all my own jewelry. It's been great. There's a climbing gym called Mamuna Climbing Spot out in Karamikos, which it's about a 30-minute transit. So I'm really lucky that I have a lot of free time with my classes. I don't have as much homework as other people do, whatever else like that. So I do get a good amount of free time to go there during the day. And then every so often, not every so often, frequently, I get to go with two of my friends who are also really into climbing. So it's kind of fun because the way bouldering works is you kind of climb for a bit and then you take a lot of rest and you talk about like the problem. But a main part of it is that you work through it. It's like a problem solving thing. And so it's a very social activity. And some people who are sitting around will just like start up a conversation with you. It's kind of great. Like the other day, the gym put up a new problem and everyone was working on it, everyone around like my skill level, whatever else like that, and we all end up striking up some conversation about like solving the problem because we're getting stuck on this one part. The majority of what I do there is I help out with putting up art and taking down art, and just helping out with community outreach and things like that. So I recently helped update the website for one of the artists in residence who is, I think, planning on doing a community outreach thing. I didn't update the website for the community outreach. I updated the website to display the resident artist. But I've also been out with Dimitri, another one of the resident artists, to work on my own portfolio, my own sketching, that kind of thing. And what else have I helped him with? I've helped him apply for grants and apply for other funding opportunities for the gallery and to talk to some of the artists who come in. So I've also talked to potential buyers for art who come in while I'm sitting at the front desk and, strike up a conversation. You ask them like, oh, what are you interested in buying, and like what appeals to you, and whatever else like that. Tell them about the artists. So it's Dimitri Yin, who owns the gallery. And he pretty much runs it solo. But I have also worked with the artists in residence who come in usually like 2 to 3 month cycles. So Dimitri has a bunch of apartments that he rents out to these artists who then get to use the gallery space and the gallery like maker space, which is downstairs with wood saws and like sculpture materials and whatever else like that. And I worked with them a little bit, talking with them about, their journey as artists, and they've also done some drawing with me, like I mentioned before. So most recently I met a man named Neil Rock, who is a studio professor at UVA, which is super helpful actually for me because in the States, if I've made a decent connection with him, so there's always the opportunity for me to reach out to him when I get back to the States to have that outlet to maybe, could pop down to UVA, say hi, whatever else like that. So I've been thinking about it a lot more now that I've had this internship actually. Before I originally was not. It was more of a hobby. I did it all through high school and did it for fun in college, but now that I've gotten to work with Dimitri and that kind of thing, and the artists who have been coming in residence, I feel more so that I want to do it a little more professionally. I'm not sure I'd want to do it as a full-time job because for me art's much more of a hobby and like a personal outlet, and I think if I had to rely on that for my source of income, I don't think I would enjoy it as much as I do now. But I would still love to be able to like pursue it and do work with some galleries like at home, you know. My experience has been fantastic, like out of this world. I genuinely do not want to leave. Like I've been thinking this past week, I'm like, oh, how can I come back to Athens and like study abroad more? But I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I've loved the opportunities that studying abroad has given me, just in general. The majority of it has been being able to be on my own and having my own experiences in my own space, kind of away from like my life at home. So I've been able to really and truly explore myself from like the base up, whatever else like that, and kind of like discover what I want to do and who I want to be and whatever else like that, which seems crazy because I'm 21 and I feel like I should know a little bit by now, but